Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just the mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
I'm, just your average parent trying to do right by my kids. Never thought I'd have to, deal with something like this. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. The kids' toys were scattered everywhere. Then there was a knock at the door. My heart sank when I saw who it was.
Hello, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received a report and need to inspect your home.
I didn't know what to do. They wanted to come in, look around, talk to my kids. My hands were shaking. I felt like I was doing something wrong even though I knew I wasn't. But then, I remembered something I'd read online about knowing your rights. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, but unless you have a warrant, I can't let you in." The CPS worker looked surprised. They weren't used to parents knowing their rights. It wasn't easy, but I stood my ground. I protected my family's privacy that day. Remember, when CPS knocks, know your rights. It can make all the difference.
We all must put down our egos, put our pride away. Realize that we aren't special. Wipe that chip away. We are all needed on this battleground. Family court fraud warriors are on the front lines. Tiffin the Punisher standing by. Tanawa and Jess are on the front line. We need more people. This problem is huge. Our families are broken. The courts are out of control. They are tearing down the fathers, chasing moms away. Destroying our children, the soul they are taking away. This problem could be yours. Who is knocking at your door? You need to wake up. This could be you next. Family court fraud warriors are here for the fight, taking on the courts like a villain in the night, not giving up on any family, planning to put the judges behind bars. This could be you, listening to the song, crying for your kids that are gone. Don't let this happen. Make petty great again. Make petty great again.
If you've been fucked by the CPS, hands up if you've had your kids kidnapped by the CPS. Who's gonna save us from the corrupt ass CPS? Who's gonna take out the corrupt ass CPS? I'm hunting justice. We hunt justice. Looking for the Punisher to lead us into battle. A revolution's brewing. He's gonna come through with a system like this. Who needs the government?
Well, that was a little bit choppy there for the new beginning there. What do you think there, Beck? A little bit choppy there. A little bit choppy, everyone. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to this
Tidbit.
Friday night, late night edition of CPS Victims Hunting Justice. We haven't done this in a long time. So if anybody else is out there that is usually on our shows, like Brenda or Danielle or any of them that are watching, jump in and join us. But what's going on, Beck? What you got happening?
Oh, you know, same old as everybody else.
What's going on this week in the CPS world? What do you got? You have any information, any new stuff that we can give out to people?
I mean, I always
Anything on
have
your
something.
manuals? What about on your order of operations things?
So
Your
the
MOUs.
MOUs.
Yeah, let's tell everybody about the MOUs.
Okay.
These people that don't know about them.
Let's see if I can bring it up. I mean, I have them
Listen,
by.
if you don't know about this stuff, guys, this stuff is crazy. And we'll chat about this for a second because you guys should definitely hear about these things, these MOUs. Every state has one, right? Every state, even like counties have them, right? Like down to the counties or whatever.
And state as well. Some are like statutory mandates. Whoever's in the chat, put in your states. We can look. Let's see.
I mean, you should definitely have these things. These are what they use to announce to all of these different law enforcement and people in your town what their intentions are, right? Am I right when saying that?
Yeah, like how they operate, how they, I mean,
They're
how
supposed
they,
to respond.
yeah, how they respond. I mean, if my own honest opinion, how they legally get away with how everybody always the big question is how is this legal? How are they for children? And this is your answer. You wanted an answer.
Local.
You got it.
Right. This is not from 1886. It's not from any of those things from the past. Like, this is like current things.
Yep. Current. Let's see. Most states.
Now, what is MOU? What
Most
is
states
MOU?
have.
What does it stand for, first of all?
Memorandum of Understanding. Now, not all specifically with an MOU, but it's like a lot of states have like an MDT, which is a multidisciplinary team.
Okay.
They kind of go in, and it's like Alabama has one. Let's see here, Alaska, Arizona has it. Arkansas. I don't know if California has it or not.
I mean, hell, you found one with my county in it.
Yeah. York, was it York?
Yeah, York. Yeah.
MDT. Colorado's got an MDT. Connecticut, Delaware.
Yeah, Ricardo, sorry about that, man. I'm sorry that you lost your battle there, but it's not over, man. Make sure you get that appeal in. Get fighting that thing. You only got so much time, so make sure you get that appeal in. I think it's 10 days you have, right? That you have once they roll on in TPR.
Right.
You have 10 days or 14 days to get your appeal in, so make sure you do that.
Anybody put in a particular state in the chat?
No one has put a particular state in yet.
Okay.
Tammy, you were really pushing. You want to, Tammy? Do you want to do that prayer show once, like a couple times a week, or kick the days off, or however you want? I know you said that you would like to do that stuff. So if you're down, then we should start your maybe next week. I think everybody would like to have a little show in the morning, kick the day off, or whatever, at some point during the day. Everybody could use a little bit of God warrior, get a little bit of God armor on, start their days.
A little spiritual uplift.
Hell yeah.
This is Kentucky. Let's see.
So yeah, these MOUs are pretty crazy, guys. Each state has one or somewhat like them. It goes down a list. It just tells you who's involved. Even the dog catchers even put into these memorandums so that people are aware of what is what, right? Like, that's pretty much what it's all about, is them telling you what their procedures are, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it blows my mind. You just said that, and it just, the Humane Society, like, what?
You know that's how CPS started out, right? Is that they started?
I heard
So they started the Humane Society before they started at CPS. So when they started helping the dogs and cats it was these rich people, back in the early days. They wanted to help out the stray dogs and cats that were in the neighborhoods and everything. They did that, and then they started realizing that there was just as many kids that were out in the trashes of New York and all that stuff too. So they figured, oh boy, we better try to do something to save these kids that are involved in all of this garbage and all this, whatever. So they decided that it was very big of them to decide that they'll start helping orphan children too. And that's how CPS began.
Oh, yes.
It's very nice of them to do that.
Yes, very, very decent, very fortunate to have people just like that.
All right, there we go. We got you right there, Naylor. We got Naylor there, Florida. Let's go to Florida.
Okay, I just pulled up Kentucky, so I mean, this one has.
We got a listener here that wants to see Florida.
Okay, let me go back. It's gotta be a pain in my bum. Okay, hold on. We're being slow today. It's taking its jolly good time. There we go. Okay, F, Florida. Okay, so Palm Beach County, Tri-County, Miami-Dade County, Hillsborough County.
See if he answers that one. Which county?
There's Palm
Hell
Beach
yeah.
County,
I bet you it's Palm Beach County, if I'm right.
and they actually have an interagency. Stop it. Quit. Oh my gosh. I got too much. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I bet you. Hey, Amy White, which county? Was there any of those that she just yelled out? That would be you? Defending the tights? How about the rights? Bay County. Is Bay County on there?
No. But it's got like Miami-Dade County, and then
Washington County?
hold on. This is copy. All that. Okay, copy. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Ridiculously. I don't know what is slowing me down today. Here we go. Maybe.
What is it saying?
Paste.
What is it saying? And then
Okay,
we're
so
going to go
this
after
is-
this, guys. We're going into a whole new format here. We're going to try something out.
This is. Let's me go back to Zahir. Oh God, hold on. My mouse is just being up.
Hey, while we're doing this, let's check this out, guys. Watch this. This is my, let me see. Let me go to the product templates. So then I can show you guys what's up and coming from the store here that you guys will be able to buy, hopefully by today. You seeing what they're putting up on the screen? Becca?
Mm-mm. What? Oh, sorry.
No, you seeing what he put up on the screen? Where he's from? Bay County, Washington County, Panama City.
Okay. Yeah, the one I pulled up was. Here we go. Whatever this is on here.
So check this stuff out, guys. Here's the stuff that is coming into the stores right here. We've got the Punisher football jersey now right here. We've got the Angry Citizen football jersey, the Punisher t-shirt, Gunning for CPS right here. Bring back Brenda, another Angry Citizen shirt. Playing what one is that one? The Hunting Justice one. That's what's on the front of there, and on the back says CPS We're Coming. Another Bringing Back Brenda. Of course, my Diddy Didn't Do It t-shirts. Another Gunning for CPS one there. We got plenty more. We got the Nietzsche Schaefer stuff, the Tiff and the Punisher stuff. Sweatshirts right here, camo sweatshirts, and all kinds of other good stuff. But all this stuff is going to be available at the website tonight. Probably I'll have it listed. So you guys can look for that. That'll be exciting. We'll all be wearing the apparel. Oh, you couldn't even really see it, huh? It's too small. Yes, Sam, I certainly can. Oh, it's so good to hear from you. Yeah, so here's the stuff, guys. Let me take the chat down for a second so you can see it. Try this again. Chat will be right back up, guys. Hold on a second. But yeah, there's all the apparel that you can pick up. They're all pretty badass stuff. I did the gunning for CPS sweatshirts too. But we got the Punisher Squad t-shirts. We got all kinds of things. And of course, you can see some of those at the store now. But the store will be pretty much all up and running tonight. So make sure you guys check that out, if you will. Let's see here. What you coming up with there, Beck?
Right here. Okay. Palm Beach County Child Abuse Protective Investigation Protocol. When I literally went up here, I was just like, the first thing I read was a collaborated county-wide protocol implemented to protect the children of Palm Beach County. Originally released in 2002 by the Law Enforcement Planning Council.
Oh, that's something.
District 9, Department of Children and Families, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, Child Protection Team, and the Office of the State Attorney. It tells you the purpose.
Show them all.
The purpose. Palm Beach County of the Palm Beach County Abuse Protective Investigations Protocol is to coordinate services to the families of Palm Beach County through cooperation, collaboration, and the sharing of appropriate information by agencies within its jurisdiction. I mean, that's ex parte communication.
Right.
Like, that's, I mean, to read that sentence and not know that is mind-blowing.
Collaboration. That's a great word in there. Cooperation through cooperation, collaboration, and the sharing of appropriate information by agencies within this jurisdiction. You notice nowhere in here does it say anything about you, like the parent or whatever.
And it says, oh, here it is. Provide a forum for ongoing communication and resolution of issues involving family safety in this community and foster an effective collaboration among law enforcement, the Office of the State's Attorney, the judiciary, domestic violence providers, child protection team, local school system, Department of Juvenile Justice, and Department of Children and Families, and the medical examiner. A county-wide policy. Here it is right here. Memorandum of Understanding between the Law Enforcement Planning Council, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the State's Attorney Office, and the Department of Children and Family Services, Community Alliance, and others on an as-need basis.
Wow.
I mean, right here specifically tells you this is how they're doing it. Well, because they have all these memorandum of understandings, these interagency agreements, and they're saying, here you go. We have to follow this policy. Say they don't follow the law, they follow their policy. Well, this is their policy. So a key to helping, I mean, anybody really win their CPS case, these are in your state. These are in your county. I mean, a lot of them are county specific. If they're not statute, then they're, county based. And you can request. I got this off, and here's the kicker. So the county commissioners, your guys' county commissioners, are actually the ones that sign off on this. Like, this is actually, at least in my state,
wow,
that power is governed to the county commissioner. Then the county commissioner is the one that signs off and approves this MOU, this interagency agreement. And then in turn, they sign off on it, they all approve it, and it goes into effect without anybody knowing, without it being like any notification to any parent, we all have city council meetings. Okay, cool. But who all goes to their city council meetings? Who does that? I mean, I'm 33 years old, and that's something. My grandpa was a city commissioner, and I didn't think about going to a county commissioner meeting.
Right.
Like,
I mean, who
I would
does,
go
right?
now.
Who does usually think about that?
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, but I mean, you can get on, and I mean, even if you want to look, you can look at your county commissioner's minutes, because it will tell you in their minutes, because they have a log, they all have a history, and they have a log, and all you have to do is get on there, and usually if it's online already, you can go on there and look up as long as you put in child abuse, I guarantee you will find some form of interagency agreement that has been discussed by your county commissioner. They all went on.
Right, but then they play dumb when they show up at your door. You know, oh, wait, I didn't know about this, law enforcement people and all that. But clearly, they've all gotten a memorandum in their office that tells them all kinds of stuff that they need to know or not know or should know or don't know or whatever.
I was on a live on TikTok the other day, and this guy was a cop, actually, and he is in New York. And I asked him on his live if he had an MOU, if his police department had an MOU with CPS. I asked this question because he just kept, kind of playing it off, but he would read like comments underneath mine and I was noticing it. Finally, he was like, he read it and he was like, oh no. And I'm like, you just straight lied. I can hand it to you.
Right.
You lied. You got it, but you're not gonna, don't say you want justice for the people. Because if you did, then ain't no job in this world gonna pay me enough to take everybody's rights away, let alone harbor everybody's children and keep them all in that circle. And it's not, but everybody, that's always been the big question. I know that was a question I always asked. So with these things, I honestly read these things for whether it's for your state, for your county, whatever. Read them, because it's going to tell you their actual procedure that they're going to do, that they're supposed to do. Okay.
Right.
Yes, I get constitutional violations. Yes, I get, all your rights that are being violated. But I'm telling you, if you want your children back, you read this, you get this down, and you go through and you're like, oh, well, they didn't do it this way. Write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a ledger, keep something that says they didn't do this. And you know what? When you take it to the court and the court is in the same contract that you're speaking about, they're more than likely going to be like, CPS, you're not following our own contract that we all have to follow. What are you doing? And they're not going to like that. But It's going to start happening. It's going to start happening, because once people realize that, okay, this is telling me, this is my guide to tell me, hey, this is how they do it. Or this is how they're supposed to do it. Yes, I get policy is not anything, as far as like policy is not law. I get that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But for a court to actually look at it and say, okay, I've been to federal court. I've been there. I've done that. And I'm telling you, none of it worked. None of it. Except for finding out what their procedure is and using it against them.
Wow. Mm.
But yes, and I actually submitted my county's MOU into a federal habeas corpus petition, and I incorporated this MOU in that as evidence, not once but twice, and he ignored it both times, the federal judge. And I told him he was in collusion with the other, my actual counties. Well, because if you're not going to do anything of it, and I put it in there twice and you're not going to say a word, that makes you just as guilty as they are. You're committing a crime just as well as they are. And they tell me today that that I was too abrasive. That I was too abrasive to the judge. And what else was it? I was too abrasive to the judge, and it was a more of a hostile. I put him on notice. I did what you're supposed to do. I put him on notice. I literally, hey, you are doing this, and this. You are being your willful intent to, hide evidence. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. When I take a habeas corpus petition, regardless that it is a state court judgment, and they can't overturn a state court judgment, custody judgment. Okay, I get that. But when I bring in a slew of constitutional violations
Mm-hmm.
and you don't address not a one, and you dismiss the whole case out of court,
Mm-hmm.
and then tell me that I'm threatened, that my one comment of your actions will not go unanswered was considered a threat.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Was sent to the U.S. Marshals. Why? That wasn't a
You're a
threat.
terrorist now.
It specifically states in the freaking Constitution that it is our duty.
Yes, it is. It's our obligation.
It is our, yeah, to tell these people when they're being tyrants.
Mm-hmm. To at least inform everybody else that this is what's going on.
Yeah. But yet, here we are. And
Yeah, it's a fuck around and find out thing, but it seems like we're all finding out. Like they just retaliate pretty damn hard on us, you know. But you can't let that get us out of the fights. You can't let that. You can't let that deter you.
And I'm not saying there's not retaliation, because they retaliated against me. He retaliated against me immediately. The report to the U.S. Marshal, and then he revoked the electronic filing that he granted originally. I was retaliated against, but guess what? I have my freaking the complaint that's going to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals for him and his misconduct, all his things that he did, because it's freedom of speech, and that is actually protected speech, because I wasn't threatening him. Putting him on notice is not threatening him. So
you are correct, sir.
I don't understand what the issue was. But if anybody, I mean, I have a whole state's list. Every state in this United States, even though even though you're not a citizen, but whatever. We're not going to get into that whole detail. That's a whole other topic of discussion.
Yeah, that's for another day. So yeah, make sure you guys check out your MOUs. Look them up. See if you can find them that are close to your state and everything, and make sure you check them out, because there could be.
It says law enforcement. Law enforcement protocol investigating child abuse in Palm Beach County. Initial response: when a child abuse call comes in through dispatch or 911, 1. Communications dispatch will know the reported child abuse classification. Their officer should collect dispatch information, and dispatch should secure the 911 recordings for 90 days. Once the officer arrives on scene and assesses the complaint, he/she shall make a determination whether an investigation is warranted. If an investigation is warranted, the officer must contact the Florida Abuse Hotline. When the call comes from the Florida Abuse Hotline or a child protective investigator, an officer shall be dispatched to conduct a criminal investigation. Where is the due process in this?
You tell me. This sounds like Gestapo to me.
Dispatch shall not classify call as assist other agency. Upon notification.
There we go. Wait, say that again. Dispatch shall not what?
Classify call as assist other agency.
Huh. That's interesting.
So let's go around it. Around it. And yeah, okay. Upon notification of a report of abuse from the hotline, DCF shall immediately confirm the venue of the crime and then forward allegations of criminal conduct to the appropriate law enforcement agency in which the alleged conduct has occurred. So you're automatic for...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You are. That's exactly what that's saying.
This literally says DCF and law enforcement shall
take care of it for you.
Coordinate their response. They shall coordinate their response. So
wow.
They're supposed to coordinate their responses together. Okay. DCF investigation interview is outside jurisdiction and law enforcement cannot respond. The law enforcement agency will seek assistance from other agencies utilizing mutual aid agreement. Oh, so there's another word for it. MAA. Law enforcement
Mhm.
will notify the agency with jurisdiction. Obtain recent and historical protective agency with jurisdiction. Obtain recent and historical protective investigative reports from the Department of Children and Families. Name of any person reporting child abuse, abandonment, or neglect may not be released to any person other than employees for the department responsible for the child protective services. The Central Abuse Hotline, Law Enforcement, and Child Protective Team, or the appropriate state's attorney without the written consent of the person reporting. Upon arriving at the scene, the officer and the child protective investigator shall immediately assist each other
Oh,
to assess
assist
and
each other
secure
immediately.
the alleged crime scene.
Wow.
When the alleged abuse and neglect has resulted in a child's death, the initial responder shall report such death and circumstances forthwith in the district medical examiner. Okay, yeah, I get that. Designee shall call out to the rapid response team, identify the victims, suspects, and witnesses, including other children and third parties, secure control of any weapons present, determine extent of injuries, provide medical first responder treatment, and request emergency medical assistance if needed, conduct preliminary interview of victim and witnesses. Children should not be interviewed in the presence of a parent. Oh my God.
Whoa. Whoa. Highlight that bad boy.
Children should not be interviewed in the presence of a parent or guardian unless and until the perpetrator.
Oh, look, they're blocking out your audio now.
Oh no, that was me hushing my mouth because I'm about to knock my kid out for banging on the wall.
Okay,
He said, "Hush it." Evaluate the welfare and safety of the victim. Okay, survey the crime scene for physical evidence or of abuse and neglect. Photograph all relevant evidence. Observe and note injuries to household members who may be the criminal. Blah, 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 blah. Separate people on scene from evidence. Well, no shit. Determine if other assistance is needed. Translator, victim advocates, crime scene investigator. Document any utterances or statements made by the child victim or other children at the scene in relation to the case. Document any utterances or statements made by the parent or other guardian responsible adult at the scene in relation to the case. Conduct a criminal history check on address.
Right.
That's unlawful search and seizure. I mean, that's part of unlawful search and seizure.
Let's just start getting all this information about these people without them knowing.
And potential suspect and warrant checks on suspects and witnesses. Suspects and witnesses.
Yep.
Law enforcement should then share the results with DCFS when appropriate. Oh my God. Law enforcement on scene shall have primary responsibility in collecting and preserving evidence. Both law enforcement officer, child protective investigator shall prepare a report. The CPI will use whatever the FSFN as their document of record. Initial report is crucial to post-investigation process. Any potential prosecution of protective investigation by the Department of Children related cases arising from the incident being investigated in accordance with the individual law enforcement agency's directives and procedures. The initial responder shall prepare a written report of actions and findings. That information shall be made available for the follow-up investigation. And a written supplemental report shall be prepared. The report should identify the child abuse or neglect crime, date, time, blah, 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 blah. State information provided by dispatcher, document any custody issues, probable cause, all verbal and written statements, documents, oh my God, document all injuries, physical crap. Document evidence collected.
Crazy. It's just absolutely crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, follow-up investigation. I mean, how interview facility. What's that say? Interview victim, witness, and suspects. Prior to conducting interviews, the law enforcement investigator shall, with the assistance of the Department of Children and Family Services investigator, determine interview strategies. Oh my God. Determine interview strategies. So, oh my God. The chief judge shall provide by order reasonable limits on the number of interviews that a victim of child abuse under the age of 13 must submit to the law enforcement or discovery purposes. Interview the victim. Any token gifts given to child should be done after the interview and without promising the child Really.
Unbelievable. Well, they get it. I think they get it, understand it. You know what I mean? Like, they can study away on that. Everybody check out, where do they find this stuff? Just do a search?
Well, I actually have. Let me see if it'll let me share this tab instead. I haven't put this on the website yet because I was.
Yeah, probably a good thing to get in there. Yeah.
This is all. There's Alaska. Arkansas up there. Yeah. Right, yeah, just found. Like I said, I could put like a little paragraph in here of where. And I mean,
yeah, I
could probably also put in like a template for like a public records request because it's not a FOIA request because it's not a federal agency. So for federal agencies, by the way.
Wow.
Maryland, Massachusetts. I mean,
so you're gonna put that stuff up on the website?
Here yeah.
Right. You're gonna put that up on the website?
I went to like this one myself. I went to this website. Like I went to this actual website right here, and it literally took me to this page. Well, it didn't actually have the actual MOU, but it said like contact KIP. MDT director to request MOU, not available on the website. Like, you know, because I started going through and I started checking these websites myself because I was like, maybe I should check these just to, you know, make sure that they're there. And I did, and I found a couple that were like, for some reason, I wouldn't trust the link on here because for some reason they're like, they've gotten, I don't know what they've done. I would copy and paste, see, because like right here it says York County multidisciplinary, but that's not York County. Like I don't know what happened, but somehow it's made it. I've tried to go back through and fix it, but I just haven't had time to completely fix it yet.
Well, but, check this out. Yeah, go ahead.
If you go to these, if you go to like you go over here to the website part and hit copy and paste, and then you paste it in your web browser, it'll come up.
Yeah.
And most of them are PDFs, actually.
Perfect. So I highly suggest that some of you guys go out and check that out. But let's watch a couple videos. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. Let's start with this lady here.
TikTok does not want you having this information because this is the third time I've tried to make a video explaining how to use ChatGPT to beat CPS cases in any state. First of all, you're going to download ChatGPT. It is a free app. Listen to me.
We're not going to give any sort of information out about that one. That is not our job. We'll skip that video right there. Here we go. Let's try this one.
Okay, if CPS is in your life, it is very important that you understand attorneys and the types of attorneys. You're going to have 3 different types of attorneys, and you need to know what you're getting and what value each of those attorneys brings to you. So you're either going to have a private attorney, a public defender, or a dependency attorney, which could come from, or a private attorney, depending on your state. So, a private attorney, 99.9% of the time, they are dealing with family court, divorces, custody battles. They are not dealing with CPS and dependency. They are more than likely going into this as clueless as you are. They're going to understand how to do a visitation schedule, etc., more than they're going to understand what happens in a JR hearing or a shelter hearing. So then you have your public defenders. The public defenders, they're a lot more knowledgeable. However, they put in a lot less work. First off, I guarantee your public defenders from that county are going to know every single CPS worker. They're going to know the attorney for the department because they see them 50 to 60 times a day throughout hearings. They go to lunch with these people. It's a wishy-washy situation. Then you have your dependency attorney, which is an actual attorney that focuses on dependency hearings, getting custody of your children back. However, they're extremely hard to find, and if there is not one offered at your public defender's office, then you're going to be paying a lot of money for them. So chances are the majority of people in this situation that get their kids ripped away from them by this department are going to have a public defender. So when people have a public defender, they automatically think that they're not going to get the proper representation. Well, that ultimately depends on you as the mom or as the dad, as the grandparent, as the parent or grandparent. You are ultimately the kid's number one advocate. You are that child's attorney. You need to lawyer your lawyers. So when you get a public defender, for instance, the first one that I had, all she did was tell me, you need to put your kid up for adoption before they do. That way you can choose where he goes. And she had me so convinced, I'm like, man, maybe I need to do this. Well, she got arrested, had nothing to do with my case. And I ended up getting the director of the public defender's office become my public defender, which was incredible. However, it was me. I am the reason that we won our case. So let me tell you some benefits that you have when you have a public defender versus a private attorney. Number one is money. What a lot of people don't realize, and what your public defender is not very important, that you understand attorneys, and I'm going to tell you because again, that requires them to do work. You have access to state funds.
They're not going to, they don't fight for you as much, or they don't fight you, but it's how you utilize them, right? It's how you force them to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, 100%. I'm one of those very, very fortunate ones that I had a amazing public defender. Guy was great. He hated CPS. He thought it was a bunch of bureaucratic bullshit. And he was like, he's like, they're crooks. They do it for a pay. He's like, it's all about the money. He's like, he's like, you're going to get your kids back. He's like, he always told me, if you don't have, you will know if you have a public, I like to call them a public pretender because they're not really public defenders, but some, 1 in a million. I mean, they're far and few between for sure. They are. But I had a great experience with mine. He taught me a lot, and a lot of the advice that I give now literally is because that's what he told me. He always told me, let me be the asshole, because I was angry. I was mad. I was every parent on the face of the earth who's had their children stolen from them. I was mad. And he knew I was mad, and he knew I was angry. And he was like, I know you just want to go in there and just scream and yell, Becca, please. He's like, let me be the asshole. He said this to me before every court hearing we ever went to. Every court hearing.
Let me be the asshole. That's funny. Let
me be the asshole. Because he knew. And but he knew how to work them too. So he knew how to give them what they wanted with me still winning. He always told me, you're winning. You're winning. Don't let them do this. You are winning. It doesn't matter. You're winning. At the end of the day, you're getting your kids back. You are winning. Don't fall into that, that that stigma, that mindset that, you know, they're trying to make you fall back into. Don't do it.
Right.
He said, because you're going to get your kids back.
That's it. Let's see what's up next. What we got next?
Have y'all seen that video going around of those cops that went to that woman's house that had 5 children living in absolute filth, and all she could do is try to make excuses about why her house was like that, how she was cleaning for weeks, and then the upstairs neighbors who she said that the kids was living with actually was not living with them and staying with them for over months, kept saying, oh, my PTSD, oh this, oh that, whatever, my anxiety. Well, you didn't have PTSD or anxiety when your children was literally walking on shit. Your children didn't have blankets, pillows, pillowcases, or even a cover on their bed. There was live maggots and food on the stove. Not to mention there was barely even running water. It was so horrible. Horrible. And if you support any of that type of behavior for children, you're the problem too. You disgust me. Do better. And no, I'm not just shaming the mother. The father was just as guilty, and he should do better too. A man who don't work and provide for their kids is not a man at all. In fact, a man who doesn't lead their household or their wife or girlfriend to do better is not a man. Have y'all seen that video going around of those?
Did you see that? You saw that one, right?
No, I didn't actually see the video he's talking about.
All she could do is try to make excuses.
Let's see.
Why her house was
we
like
should
that,
we
how
play
she
that
was
one right
cleaning
now
for
because I have
weeks,
it.
and the upstairs neighbors
They
who
don't
she
show
said that the
anything
kids was
inside of
living
there,
with
but let me. You know
actually
what?
was not
It's
living with them
freaking.
and staying with them for over months.
I'm trying to. Come on,
Kept saying,
pause.
oh, my PTSD, oh this, oh that, whatever, my anxiety. Well,
Oh, that button.
I'm gonna try to make this the final part as to why CPS took me and my siblings from my mom. It's so many details, I don't even really know where to start. We got back home January, I believe, of 2018. I think time passes, they closed the case. Everything was all right at first, but I want y'all to remember I left the house when I was 12. I'm 15, about to be 16 now. So a sense of self-identity, all of that, I had it. An idea of who I wanted to be in the world, I had it. I had my own sense of self. When I left the house, when we got taken by CPS, my mama was still buying my clothes. My mama was bipolar, and she'll tell you her motherfucking self. My mom will tell you I'm a habitual liar, but that's because she never made me feel comfortable telling her the truth. Every time I tell her the truth, it ended up on the internet, on live, on Facebook, or it ended up thrown back into my face some way, shape, or form. Mamas love to scream, oh, I know my child. My mama can't even tell you my favorite color. Like the little basic shit that my mama needs to know, she don't even know that. My mama didn't take an effort to get to know me outside of being her child. You didn't sit me down and talk to me and ask me about nothing I had just experienced. You was just so fixated on what you had went through and how hard it was for you to get your kids back. When if you was on your shit in the first place, your kids wouldn't have never, you know. One thing I learned about life is people can only uphold their facade for so long. My mama already said she don't believe in therapy and she's not changing. So the story time's not gonna end here. When my siblings old enough, they may have some shit to tell. My brother's already talking about how they ready to move out when they turn 18. They just became teenagers. Once them people closed that case, my mama was like, oh, bitch, it's time for payback. The first big incident that happened when I got back was her pulling up to where I'm walking from school, hopping out of her car and trying to fight me in front of everybody because I got a referral for talking. I didn't get put out of class. I didn't get none of that. The teacher wrote me a referral for talking. And that's where the fuck it started. It all went downhill from there. She started nitpicking at me about the type of music I was listening to, saying I want my little brothers to go turn out to be bitches. And I'm harder than some of the niggas that she know. Like, it was crazy. I remember we got into this big argument because she wanted me to go to this, like, Brotherhood of Men, like, program that I had already been to. And now that I was out, open and gay, that was not a space for me. That wasn't a space for me. And she wanted me to go back to toughen me up. And she was upset, talking about, bitch, you should want to change. Like, she was ashamed of what the fuck I need to change for. Bitch, you need to. But shortly after, she sent me to a military academy. She was just doing whatever she could to try to break me. She felt like the military academy was going to, like, just be so hard. She was kind of irritated when I got there and telling her, like, oh, it's still fights, it's still drama, it's just like regular high school, it's nothing. It was like she got a kick out of me being down. I don't know what it was about. But when we first moved to Georgia and we was living in College Park and my mama got that first house, baby, when we got to Georgia, it was over with. I was isolated. We didn't have no family members. We stayed and damn near in the middle of the fucking forest. And this is where I started getting bullied by my own fucking mama. She pulled a gun out on me. This is where the endless lives, every time I made a mistake, started. There was nobody there to witness, but she can control the narrative because she had to follow. She could always take my phone, was always checking my socials, all of that. But now I can't be silenced. So to everybody seeing like, oh, you telling it all, I damn sure am. I'm gonna try to make this the final part.
I mean, that's what we're starting to hear a lot of, right? These kids that have been put in the system.
Details, I don't even really know.
I mean, look at like how much they've destroyed this for whatever.
You know, and like he's sitting here, you know, he's talking about, you know, his trauma, you know, and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, his mom was a fucking narcissist. Like 110% she was a narcissist. I mean, if you're gonna antagonize your own child, pull a gun out on them, I mean, what else? I mean, if you're not a narcissist, then you're freaking insane.
Yeah, I mean,
who
you
does
got
that
one
to their
of
own
two things,
child?
right?
Who does that to their own child?
Oh man. But was that his real parents or his foster parents he was talking about?
Oh, his real mom.
That's his real mom?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Jesus, I thought he was talking about his foster family. Holy
No,
smokes.
his real mother.
I hope you guys are freaking.
That's what you want to call her. I've seen
CPS just showed up here and took my kids. Took my freaking kids from me. And listen to the reason why. They show up, I answer the door. There's 3 of them. There's never more than 2. I know something is immediately wrong by the look on their faces. The report that came in is that I make rage-baiting content and that my children are in a very dangerous situation because I make up stories on TikTok. And they believed it. And they ran with it. So now they're putting them into DCFS custody.
This bitch is stupid.
My family member can get to them. So I don't even know if my babies will be sleeping. I don't even know where they are right now. Over rage baiting.
Rage? What is rage baiting?
This bitch is stupid. She don't even.
What's rage baiting?
I hope you're freaking happy.
What is rage baiting?
I hope you guys are.
You know?
Happy.
Yeah, it's she's getting like. So she gets people all pissed off, and it like baits them into watching her shit. So she gets more likes and she gets more followers. So she gets more.
Why would you ever even want to do shit like that to get your kids put in?
Oh no! This is that video right there. That's literally like a bullshit video. Like she literally did it as a joke. Literally read the comments.
I see. Yeah. All right. I get it.
About that because people are really going through this. Like, yeah, I remember watching
this. She's an asshole. All right. She's an asshole then.
Yeah. Because one of the videos was like, they came and they took them and at the end of the video and she's like, to the park.
Yeah, I see right now. You shouldn't joke about that because people are really going through this. So any of you that see court.me XO whatever, boot her. Get rid of her.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, fuck that bitch. I was not happy.
My parents called CPS on me for raising their kids since I was 13.
You know what sucks more than anything?
Tell me.
They're my friends. You know what sucks more than anything?
And that's the thing. They're supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to be. That's the rule. They're supposed to be with their siblings.
Mm-hmm.
See how all ages get hurt by that shit.
Yeah, because they don't even realize. CPS doesn't even realize that.
Oh, here's an idiot.
Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get it sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. You don't know the half of the abuse. So welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. You don't know that I feel you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, whoever called CPS on me, I hope you're happy, because now my son's probably going to go live with a father who actually cares for him. Thanks a lot. Hey, whoever called CPS on me, I hope you're happy, because now my son's probably going to go live with a father who actually cares for him.
It doesn't work that way at all.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll hold it again.
What is she gonna wear, Mama?
I've got a diaper bag. Melly, can you get the diaper bag in your bag out the car?
Oh. Look at all the law enforcement there. Look at that.
She's all clean. Yep.
Yeah, okay, Mitch. Heck, whoever freaking put it over here, being a foster people way too many, they give parents way too many chances to work the plan.
Yeah.
You was a foster parent, because you know what? You fostered for yourself in your pocket. That's the only thing you fostered for.
Yeah, just because you're getting that fucking $4,000 a month.
I mean, look at their house. I mean, it's not like they live in a freaking rundown shack. I mean,
right?
Call me, set up.
They come out of a nice house. And
Visitations is just for the weekend.
Just give me a call, please.
Okay.
Can I get your daughter, please?
Don't give up that, yeah, baby.
Take my daughter. Just give me a call.
Why are you doing this? Why are you taking my baby?
Just give me a call. We can talk about all of this tomorrow. I'll let you know that she's safe.
It's not right. This is the baby 1 month old breastfeeding baby.
I understand.
Well, they got nice cars.
She's breastfeeding. She eats from mama's breast. Why are you doing this? This is not right. This is not right.
Just give me a call. We'll talk about it.
Kelly, this is not right.
I love you.
It's that she went and filled out the affidavit.
Listen,
she lied on that affidavit.
just call me. Call me, okay? Come on. I'm leaving.
Get your fucking hands off of them. Look at that shit. And that's what they do to dads. That's it right there. That man will never be a dad again.
Melanie, I love you.
Shut up.
And clearly that's the person that didn't care about his kid.
Passenger, for whatever it's worth, I've seen the affidavit and we'll get the child back. We'll definitely get the 1 month. I really think we will get the 1 month back on Monday. So, Fazin, looking at the affidavit, I think you'll get the 1 month back. Fazin, look at me. I'll do everything I can on Monday. I've looked at the affidavit. I need to talk to both of you right now, because between now and Monday, I'm not going to get a chance. Guys, can I look at this? Guys, can you stick with me for a minute?
I can't believe this. What the fuck?
And then they're going to use that against him in court that he was freaking out.
You want to go in?
You know?
Yeah, of course.
That's what they do. They use that. Like, what are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to act like?
Yeah, like they expect you to not have any emotion.
Why would you bring that bitch up in here? I didn't bring her here. Well, why the fuck did she ring my buzzer? Process! Get down here, bitch! You brought that white bitch up in my house? Why would you bring that bitch up in here? I didn't bring her here. Well, why the fuck did she ring my buzzer? Process! Get down here, bitch! You brought that white bitch up in my house?
Now to a story you'll see only on WRAL News tonight. State and county leaders in Durham are concerned about the safety of child welfare workers.
That's after a group of activists has been using high-pressure tactics to change the way the county is handling some of its child protection cases. WRAL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live in Durham with what we know at this hour. Laura?
Deb, what we know is that WRAL News has obtained a bunch of internal email messages from county leaders talking about a group called Operation Stop CPS. This group is pushing the county to send children back to homes that they've been removed from by social workers. They compare removal to kidnapping. And county leaders say their rhetoric is worrying.
Late last week, in an internal email, Durham County Social Services Director Ben Rose warned state and county leaders that he fears Operation Stop CPS's rhetoric, quote, is going to lead to potential violence and harm to someone. There is genuine fear here now, even from court officials, Rose wrote. We need help. The issue has gone on for months. In July, Durham County Judge Shamika Reinhart removed herself from a child protection case after the group targeted her on social media, urging thousands of followers to contact her.
Did you hear that?
The group published contact information for Commissioner Wendy Jacobs, urging followers to hold Durham County government to the fire.
They said interagency communication.
Yes.
After
And then
interagency communication, so they just said it on the news. After interagency communication, that's how they got wind.
Her on social media, urging thousands of followers to contact her. Last week, the group published contact information for Commissioner Wendy Jacobs, urging followers to hold Durham County government to the fire. Rose, Reinhart, and Jacobs all declined to be interviewed for this story.
Back it up a little bit.
Durham County Judge Rose wrote, "We need help. The issue from quote, is going to lead to potential violence and harm to someone. There is genuine fear here now, even from court officials, Rose wrote. We need help. The issue has gone on for months. In July, Durham County Judge Shamika Reinhart removed herself from a child protection case after the group targeted her on social media, urging thousands of followers to contact her. Last week, the group published contact information for Commissioner Wendy Jacobs, urging followers to hold Durham County government to the fire.
Yeah, well,
Rose, Reinhart, and Jacobs all declined to be interviewed for this story. Operation Stop CPS also protested outside the County Human Services building last week, shouting at CPS workers as they left for the day and posting this image to Facebook with a message, Durham County loves to protect kidnappers.
It's not threatening, it's powerful. And that's what's threatening to people. But we have never said that we were going to be violent, never, and that is not our intent.
Amanda Wallace is the founder of Operation Stop CPS. She's a former social worker who believes child protective services should be abolished because they remove children from homes they don't need to be removed from. She calls that kidnapping. She says she publishes contact information for key officials so followers can help her pressure them.
They're simply coming with the power to tell this, tell the commissioners that they're the ones that elected them into these seats, and the same people that elected them can elect them out. And so that is what the power of a phone number and an email is.
Now, I asked the State Department of Health and Human Services if they're assisting Durham with this particular issue. A spokeswoman for the state agency said they are aware of the issue and are working with counties to, quote, ensure employees are safe and social workers are able to deliver services to children and families.
Laura Leslie reporting live for us. Thank you, Laura.
I think that's older, though. I think they're from a while back, but that's still...
Now to a story you'll see only on WRAL News tonight. State and county leaders...
see one more.
I want you to stop.
I'm not trying to manipulate.
I want you to stop.
Because
you
you're
can't
taking
work with
what
me,
you're doing right
then
now
the
is
DA
taking
is gonna
away
step in further.
from healing my son.
That's-
This is
I'm
what you're
trying-
doing. No, you're
Okay,
not.
how are you
You're
healing your
impeding.
son?
You're impeding.
How are we healing
You're
your
impeding.
son?
There is no we.
Yes,
No,
there is
isn't.
because
No,
there's
there
a
isn't.
DHS referral.
No, there isn't a we
Okay,
involved.
listen.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
business.
level with you.
Yeah, please
I'm
level.
I've staffed
Please
with the
level.
DA, and they're concerned about the other kids.
Right.
The DA wants me to do more, and we're trying to avoid
Right.
that.
Do more.
I talked to the
What are you
DA.
gonna do?
The DA wants
You're
to
gonna
safety plan your
violate
children.
my
Why aren't you
out.
talking to the
You're
district
gonna
attorney?
violate my rights.
It's not violating your rights.
It is.
It's about the safety of the
It
children.
is. It's not about
So
the
I'm
safety
trying
of
to
the
figure
children.
out-
I'm the father of the children.
And that's, yes,
Right.
we know that.
Exactly.
Of
So
some of the
please
kids.
stop violating our right to privacy.
I'm
Here's
not
the mother
violating
of
your-
the other children. Yes,
Yes.
you are. You're blatantly doing it.
No,
and
I'm
you're
not.
now you're being intimidating by trying to say you're going to institute a safety plan.
I'm
Which means
telling
taking
you-
my children out of my
I'm
home.
telling you what's
now
being
you're
talked
also
about.
impeding by pushing this.
I'm telling you what's being
I'm not
talked
understanding
about.
why
I'm trying to tell
why
you
you
what's
people
going
are
on.
doing this to my family.
This is the
You've
referral.
already harmed
Do
us
you want me to
enough.
answer your questions, or are you just going to keep talking?
What you're going to say is in order for you to continue your policy. You're not being a human being.
It's
in my
irrelevant.
presence. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No,
I'm
you're
trying
not.
to work with you. You're just
not.
talking over
You're not
because
trying to
you
work with me.
want
Because if
me
you
to
were,
step out.
if you truly were trying to work with me, if you really were, then as you state and recognize that I have every right to my son,
Am
you
I
would,
trying to take away the right
you
to your
would
son?
listen to me, because you've
I've
already,
been listening,
you've
okay?
already
Sign that
stated
safety plan
that
and
you're
your rights
working
will be
to
gone.
impede on my
No,
right to my
Yep.
family
I'm working to
by
avoid
making
that.
a safety plan.
I'm working
Excuse
to
me.
avoid that.
How would you be able to do that?
So if you
How
guys
would
can
you?
would you
How
like
would
me
you
to
be
answer
able
the
to take the
question?
rights of my family when you didn't create my family?
Would you like me to answer your questions,
state
or are you
doesn't
just
own
going to
me.
keep talking?
I want you to say that with this truth that I'm saying to you, though. I'm a free human being.
That is correct.
Okay.
Good
My
job.
children are free as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Good
so
job.
now, what in the world would you be able to do that could take away our freedom?
I'm not taking away your freedom.
Yeah, you are.
I'm trying to figure out
You're
if you're
blatantly
helping
trying
your
to.
son.
If you're blatantly trying to
I'm
take
trying
away.
to figure out if
I
I'm
want
not
you
trying
to
to
stop.
manipulate you.
I want you to stop.
I'm not trying to manipulate
I want you to stop.
If
Because
you
you're
can't
taking
work with
what
me,
you're doing right
then
now
the
is
DA
taking
is
away
gonna
No, what
from
he said is,
healing
you know,
my
is
son. This is
I
what
mean,
you're
he's
doing.
right.
No, you're
I
not.
mean,
You're
Jesus
you're
almighty.
impeding.
How are we
then in
You're
a certain
impeding. There is
sense, you
no
know,
we.
like
Yes,
he says,
there
you know,
is,
like
No, there
because
isn't.
the
DHS
state
No,
doesn't
there isn't a we.
own you.
Yep.
The state
I'm going to level with you.
does own
Yeah.
you because everybody has governed. Everybody that is governed by your state are each our own nation. Every state is its own nation. We don't. It all
I mean, we had
goes.
Civil War, but
It all coincides together. It's a freaking mess that they have gotten everybody into and trapped everybody into. And like her when she says, "Oh, a safety plan," like he said, "You're gonna violate my rights." How? And like I said, she's talking to the DA. You're violating. What are you doing? You are. That's ex parte communication. You can't do that. You are automatically setting up a plan, a predetermined plan before you ever give anybody any form of justice. There is no due process.
Please.
I've staffed with the DA.
it's crazy.
And they're
Absolutely crazy. All right, let's play one more.
I'm here about a child named.
Okay.
Is that one of your children?
Oh, I have questions for you.
Okay, sure.
What are you here for?
My name's. I'm a social worker.
Uh-huh.
So I'm here today because we received a report with some worries.
Okay, you guys come here unannounced without my family here. That's unethical. So, where do you live?
I don't share my personal information.
Well, why are you here? You didn't talk to us or anything. We never gave you any permission to talk for us.
I work for Child Welfare Services.
That's right.
I've never been here before.
Well, that's what we're gonna do. Can you please stand up to the curb? Because you're trespassing.
Tom, I'm Officer Tate with the Tulare.
I understand, but see, we're here.
Here to check on the child.
Hey,
Is the child here?
why are you here to check on her for?
Because we received a report.
What
to
report?
Our hotline. The report right here.
What?
Is worried about
When was this report taken?
the 17th of February.
Was there a report taken?
No, sir.
Okay, there's Lake versus Reed, Kaysen versus Cook Supreme Court rulings. You can't be here. I want to make a police report while you're here. You're generating false documentation. I'm the parent. You guys, in Jesus' name, are here under coveting spirit. You're not listening to the parent. Lake versus Reed, Casey versus Cook, Goss versus Lopez. The interpretation of the law is that you listen to the parents, not what you have reports to come out to my house. I mean,
She's willing to listen to you.
no,
She wants to talk to you.
listen, no, who I'm supposed to talk to is the district attorney about her school, that no one did anything. And this is about, out here you guys are trying to us for something that we did not do. This is something me and my family have been talking about you trying to for something that is untrue. It's untrue.
Tom, we're not here.
No, I'm telling you the truth. My daughter was, and you guys are doing nothing about it. You're here for some reason, a social worker. You're here to listen to me of what I'm saying about my children.
I'm here to check. That's what I'm here to do.
Oh, you're here to check the.
Sir.
Why?
Because of the report that
You have no reason to check my daughter.
I do because
No, you
we
don't.
received
In
a
Jesus' name,
report.
you do not.
Is your daughter here, sir?
You don't need to know where she's at. Is this a or not?
No, sir.
Good to question you to come to your house under penalty of perjury. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. No, you what you guys do, you make an appointment with me. And this is what we're documenting here. See, I have documentation right here. You're trespassing, ma'am. In Jesus' name, you need to get your life together. Now, if you do not give me your address, you are violating my civil rights out here. You have no jurisdiction over my family. In Jesus' name. None of you guys do. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm here about.
All right, what do you say about that?
Oh, I have questions for you.
Okay, sure.
I think that I think he put her ass in place. So I thought that was
Yeah,
funny.
I mean, that's it. That's what you got to do. You can't let them get the
No,
upper hand on you.
You know, me, myself, and I thought I was with him when I was like, I just asked him. They told me all these allegations. I said, do you have a warrant? Well, no. I said, well, then I guess this conversation's over.
See you
Well,
later.
we're going to
Bye.
go get one. She said, well, we're going to go get one. I said, that's fine, honey. When you go get one and you come back here with a valid warrant signed in a wet signature and with probable cause, you can come in all you want. But until then, you ain't coming in my house. They come back 25 minutes later with a freaking emergency removal order. Why?
Unbelievable.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, that right there.
Who called CPS?
That's that crazy lady.
So CPS just left my house. This is my kid's bedroom. No, he doesn't have a bed set up yet. Yes, we have this as storage, okay? This is his playpen, okay? Not a big deal. But they are saying if I don't clean this up within 48 hours, they will be back in 2 days on Friday. So not even 20 or 48 hours. They're gonna open up a CPS case if I don't get this cleaned up.
Well, they kind of should, right?
I mean, this is just ridiculous. Like, do you guys have nothing else better to do but than to just report me?
Obviously, this is a joke.
So CPS just left my house.
Okay, I can't be on here that long because my phone is dying. But quick update. I just lost my kids to the CPS system due to domestic violence, failure to protect. I was the victim.
And that's the way it always works,
The
too.
reason why my kids were taken was because of the domestic violence situation, but also I did not talk to the CPS. I avoided them because I know what usually happens. They get involved when there is a domestic violence situation. So because I avoided them and didn't talk to them, they took my kids. I thought that by not saying anything, that I was protecting my kids from the CPS, but it backfired. But I'm going to do everything in my power to get my kids back because I'm not a bad mother. I love my kids very, very much, and I will do whatever they ask me to do to get my kids back. If I can go back, I would have talked to the CPS. I've never been in this situation before. This is the first time my kids have ever been taken away from me, and it's hurting me because my kids are really attached to me. My baby, at my visit, he was really attached to me. I'm the only person that can make him happy. He just cries and cries, and when he saw me, he stopped crying. He didn't cry. I'm really attached to my kids. They're really attached to me. So this situation is just crazy. My life has changed overnight. But I'm going to let you guys go on this journey with me of getting my kids back. I'm not the one to keep this private. I haven't been on here in a few days because of what happened. I've been a little sad about it. But now today, now that I know that my kids are okay and are happy, you know, they're not happy, but they're okay. I feel comfortable enough to talk about it and share this with you guys. I don't want to feel like I'm going through this alone, so I will be sharing my progress and everything that's going to be happening. I'm going to take you guys with me on getting my kids back. Please do not make any judgmental comments. You don't know the whole story. I will explain more as time goes on, but I just really wanted to give a quick update really fast, because I just don't want to avoid this.
Me, myself, and I
said
you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
And that's what I'm doing.
You know, she's like, oh, a failure to protect her children.
Being a creator.
I literally, you know,
I can't just
get your kids taken for failure to protect your children.
I'm going to continue
In a domestic violence situation. But then when you do protect your children,
you failure to protect.
you get put in jail.
The videos are probably going to change a lot now.
I'm so confused about that one. Because that's literally happened to me. Shit you not.
And that's what Nicholson's all about, is the domestic violence stuff and
I just lost my kids to the
being able to fight back that way. Just because your kids are involved in like a single domestic violence dispute or whatever doesn't mean that you're in imminent danger and shit like that. So make sure that if you guys have if you guys are in domestic violence situations, that you guys use Nicholson, because it will help you. Check that out. But yeah, Beck, what do you think? That was a nice little run through of all these vids. I mean, we didn't lose too many people.
No, it's 76 for a minute.
You got these comments up here. That's right. Cool. Yeah. Well, you got anything else for this show, Beck? I think we're about beyond our hour-ish area. But Sam, make sure you guys check out tomorrow night. Sam will be on with us. She must be on at 8 Central. So what time is that Eastern, you know?
It's 9.
9, so it'll be 9 Eastern tomorrow night. Brenda, I believe, is gone this weekend. So I don't know if we'll be seeing her. But yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby of a show tonight for this.
No, definitely not.
You share it with your friends and everybody else. But as for us, let's rock out. What'd you say, Beck?
Let's do it.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
If you've been fucked by the CPS, hands up if you've had your kids kidnapped by the CPS. Who's gonna save us from the corrupt ass CPS? Who's gonna take out the corrupt?